Hey, what's up, guys? American Revolution Reactors here today, and today I'm gonna do sort of another kit video, but it's all my gear that I'm bringing to Old Sturbridge Village, which is a big event that's happening this weekend. So I'm just gonna go in detail of how I put all this stuff, like how I pack all my gear and what all my gear is and what it's for. So first, I'll just show you like all the gear overhead, then I'll get into more detail about it. Alright, so first thing is my first bedroll, which is a really heavy wool bedroll, and some of you may be asking why I have this for an event that's in August, but I always want to be prepared because sometimes it can get really cold, especially when it's wet out, so it's always good to have a nice and heavy blanket, plus it helps keep the shape of my knapsack when I have other things in there. Next is some tump line, which I'll get more into later on in the video. My lantern, which is, yes, it's remote control, but this remote currently doesn't work. Like, I can't turn it on, so I have to turn it on from inside because this one has a switch too. My pipe, I don't smoke, I just have it for kind of the looks and something to do when I'm bored. My pocket knife, which I did get at Old Sturbridge Village the first year I went. My tin cup, just hold my water in, and I'm going to strap that on the buckle of my knapsack later on. A bowl for when we have soup or like something that would go in a bowl instead of a cup, or instead of a plate, and a small plate for like blueberries or something like that if I was going to have blueberries or something small. I got two plates. This one's more of a sort of fancy dining plate, but it works just as well. And also a secondary plate in case something happens to the other one. Next, I have a glass bottle, which I got at Newberry from the Sutlers there. It's really nice. Works really well, and it's pretty hard to break. You have to try to break it in order to break it, but it survived a few falls, but it's really good. Also sort of a notebook diary sort of thing with my Colonial pencil, so I can write anything down I think I might want to write down. My utensils, which are wrapped up in like sort of a canvas bag, but I put a washcloth over it so they're like more water absorbent and they don't get all rusty. And also it makes for a better fit too. Also this sort of lining material bag, which has a few games in it. I think I have like tic-tac-toe, cards for any amount of card games you want to play, and also, I keep forgetting the name, but the Colonial Checkers game too. Next, we have my Haversack, which it's empty right now, but basically you put food in it. So if I was going on the march, I could put like some bread or something like that in there. Next, we have my drumsticks for playing the drum, and the drum strap, which has a holder for the drumsticks. So I'll wear that on me, and it has the connector at the bottom so I can connect it to my drum. And actually, hold on a minute. Then over here, we have my sword, which I currently have put up in this sort of like sword cover thing so it doesn't get rusty and doesn't poke anybody, by Remington. Don't know where the tag is, but yeah. Then the sheath for my sword is also pretty sharp, but not too bad. My knapsack, which is what I'll put all my sort of small gear in later on, is double-sided. You're supposed to put like sort of soft gear stuff in here once it gets against your back. The other stuff like plates you can put in here so it doesn't hurt your back. My cartridge box just holds the cartridges. My British canteen, because I will be doing British on Sunday and American on Saturday. My British canteen, just basically tin canteen, nothing much to it. Then my second mass canteen, which has the custom painted thing for the second mass. So this is my American canteen. Flip it over, I can use this side for a militia or something like that. And that is basically all the gear that I have on me for OSV. And thank you guys for watching. Well, almost forgot. On here is my first bedroll, the second bedroll, yeah. This I will be using the tump line to tie on to my knapsack. I'll tie it on the top by the straps. If you guys want, I can do a video on that too, but it's completely up to you. But yeah, so I have 3 of these, I believe. Yes, 3. And basically you just fold the blanket, like you fold it in half, then you fold it in half again, and then you roll it up, and you tie 2 of these around the edges, and before you tie the complete knot, you tie it around the 2 straps on the knapsack, and it will stay on nice and tight. So that basically just wraps up all my gear. Thank you guys for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe, and if you're interested in joining any of our regiments, let us know in the comment section below.